Gentlemen, welcome to the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour. Bo James here, and what a match we have to start off this week is Joe Briggs in the black singlet taking on Nate Diamond in the trunks. We saw Nate with a big win here just a few weeks ago against Kyle Cool, and you know all about the former television champion in Joe Briggs. And I'm going to tell you, this Joe Briggs is cocky. He's got a chip on his shoulder, some people like to say, but he gets the job done in the ring. And he's taking advantage right here, right off the start, going right after Nate Diamond's arm. And there you see Nate coming right back with a nice reversal. I'm going to tell you, I don't believe Nate Diamond is intimidated one bit by Joe Briggs. Just like a couple weeks ago, I don't think he was intimidated at all by Kyle Cool, the former Southern States champion. You saw how Nate come out on top in that match. Wait a minute, a fast roll-up. Nate Diamond showing he's not here to play. He went for the win right off the bat. He's worrying too much about these fans out here. As you see, he's trying to please them and get them to cheer for him, begging the people to cheer for him. He should worry about Joe Briggs and go right into wrestling. I think he had the fans on his mind there trying to please him, and Joe Briggs planted one right in the breadbasket and one right across the back. And you see Nate Diamond down. Well, he comes right back throwing punches, and the referee doing not a thing about it. Referee just standing there watching the action. He should have been on him for throwing punches. Into the ropes he goes, ducks that, ducks again. Big crossbody. And only a 2 count. Into a headlock takeover. Time constraints, we have to move forward. Here you see Nate Diamond out of the corner with a big clothesline and down. Joe Briggs has been down several times in the first few moments of this match. Maybe Joe Briggs took Nate Diamond a little lightly here, thinking, well, you know, this kid's still learning. I can come out here and beat him. But Nate Diamond, what's he going for here? Big suplex. Nate Diamond has been in control the last few minutes here. We saw Nate Diamond here on the Power Half Hour about this time last year against Joe Briggs, against Equalizer Crunch. He was just getting his feet wet in the sport of professional wrestling. He's been out traveling last year and has scored some impressive victories. And everything Joe Briggs is trying is not working here. Nate Diamond seems to be a step ahead of him. Into the corner for the ride. Briggs goes up and over. Big backdrop. Nate Diamond should have covered him right there. Showing a little bit of his inexperience. Big drop kick right in the mouth. And Joe Briggs going for a walk, and that's a smart thing to do. If it's not going your way, take a walk. Who cares what the people says? Who cares if they boo you and whatever? There you see her just partly there into the frame. Rebecca Lynn, now Joe Briggs' manager, I've been told. She's out there giving some advice. Rebecca's been around a long time. She knows the sport of wrestling. Slow it down is what Joe Briggs is trying to do, and Nate Diamond should not worry about holding the ref back. If he's going to get a win, let him count him out. Hey, a win is a win. Count out DQ, pinfall, or submission. If you win, you win. And on the other hand of that, if you lose the same way. Joe Briggs is well rested outside on the floor now because he got several extra seconds on the floor thanks to Nate Diamond interrupting the count from the referee. There's Nate begging the people to cheer for him again, clapping going on. He wants these people behind him. He wants to please them. I tried that, Nate Diamond. Let me tell you, it doesn't always work. Joe Briggs taking his time. He has slowed this thing down almost to a stop. What is he going to try here? Both men on their bicycle. Lock up once again. Back to the headlock. I'm going to tell you, the basics have been working for Nate Diamond. Drop kicks, headlocks, arm bars, the old backdrop. Into the ropes they go. And he went to the well once too often. Nate Diamond went for that crossbody again, and this time it did not work. And there's Rebecca Lynn, and she just stuck a finger right in his eye. I'm going to tell you, that slows you down no matter who you are. And there's a kick for good measure. Joe Briggs going out on the floor after Nate Diamond here. This could be a mistake, or this could be the home run he's been waiting for. You can see these people stooging on Rebecca Lynn. You paid your ticket, sit down. Joe Briggs just putting the boots to him right there on the floor. Handful of hair, bear hug, and ran him right into the ring post. up and down his spine, hit steel right there, even the back of his head probably. Nate Diamond may be out right here. Joe Briggs needs to get him back in the ring. There he goes. And Nate Diamond is definitely hurting. You can tell that by the way he's laying on the mat. Rolls him to the middle of the ring. He should have hooked his leg. You're not going to get anybody with championship material with a pinfall like that. We got to get our first commercial break in. Don't you dare go away. We will be right back with more of this match.
Sometimes it just takes a sound. It touches something inside. It just feels right. It just feels like home.
Thanks for choosing ABC 19 News. I'm Jim Bailey.
And I'm Ashton Bishop.
Welcome home.
Hi everyone, it's your friend Misty James. I'm here to tell you it's never too early to protect your family with life insurance and have peace of mind for you and your loved ones. Funerals double in price every 10 years. Do you have the money or benefits needed? Your loved ones could be left with medical bills and other expenses. Protect them now. Call my friend Lance Dykes, independent agent in Tennessee and Virginia, who has common sense approach to life insurance with no pressure sales. He is someone who will listen to you and work for you. Affordable premiums that will never increase, no medical exam, no decrease in coverage, and the policy cannot be canceled as long as you pay your premium. Top insurance carriers. Call Lance today and protect your family.
If you are part of a nonprofit organization, listen to this. You now have the opportunity to bring the wrestling TV stars to your town and make money for your group. Over the past 2 decades, Southern States Wrestling has helped raise money for church groups, schools, ball teams, volunteer fire departments, children's hospitals, Ronald McDonald House, scout troops, and many more. Our staff is waiting to hear from you and get started on what could be your biggest fundraiser to date. Southern States Wrestling and your group are the perfect tag team to raise the funds you need.
The TV stars are on tour. Don't miss the action in a town near you. Saturday, July 25th, New River Valley Fair, Dublin, Virginia. Friday, July 24th, Bradshaw Mountain Baptist Church, Bradshaw, West Virginia. Saturday night, July the 11th, Appalachian Fairgrounds, free admission. Saturday, July 4th, Summer Motion Festival, 2 p.m., free admission, Ashland, Kentucky. Saturday night, June 13th, the Volunteer Fire Department Community Center, Racine, West Virginia. This coming Friday, May 29th, 6 p.m. bell time, as a part of the Clinch River Day, St. Paul, Virginia, free admission. Don't you dare miss this one. Saturday, June 27th, Farmers Market, downtown Kingsport, Tennessee. Super Summer Sizzler comes to Kingsport, featuring stars from across the southern states and beyond. A fundraiser for the Calvary Baptist Church missions team. That's the Super Summer Sizzler coming to Kingsport, Tennessee, Saturday, June 27th, Farmers Market downtown. Be there. Welcome back, and during that commercial break, Joe Briggs continued to pour it on. He stayed in control over Nate Diamond, and he's wasting time here. He should have went for a pinfall there after a big move during the break, but Nate Diamond had a few seconds to get his air back, get his breath back, and here he comes back fighting. Not a whole lot behind those punches. And that knee to the gut, and back out on the floor he goes. What a nasty fall he took to the floor. The referee finally doing something, stepping in there, and Rebecca Lynn for a few kicks right there. She is just stomping a mud hole in Nate Diamond on the floor. Don't forget, Saturday night, June 27th, Kingsport, Tennessee, we return for the Super Summer Sizzler. Also, July the 11th, Gray, Tennessee, at the Appalachian Fairgrounds, and everybody over there in Southwest Virginia, make sure you come out this Friday night, St. Paul, Virginia, Clinch River Day, 6 p.m., free admission to the wrestling. A big part of the Clinch River Days is you see Joe Briggs with a big, nasty smile on his face because he's got everything in control. And Nate Diamond, he looked like he was trying to crawl away right there, trying to get away from him. May have got a busted nose by the way he was rolling there. I can't tell from my vantage point. But I know this, Nate Diamond is in trouble. Joe Briggs is taking it to him with some help from Rebecca Lynn. Where they're going here, big belly to back suplex. He may put him away right here because he landed right on the back of his head. Referee's in there. 2 count and did not get to 3. Joe Briggs complaining about that count, and I would have to agree. I believe it was a little slow. Nate Diamond is in trouble here. This is the kind of action you're going to see over there in St. Paul this Friday night, part of Clinch River Days. You're going to see it in Kingsport, Tennessee. Joe Briggs is already signed to be in Kingsport. So has Rebecca Lynn. And I know that the Southern States Wrestling matchmakers are working on getting Nate Diamond in Kingsport. And you can hear these people getting behind the popular Nate Diamond, and he's digging down deep right there asking himself, do I want to be a wrestler kid? Because he is going for it. Back to his feet, big elbow to the side of the head, one to the face right there. Joe Briggs counters with his own knee. Belly to belly suplex. Well, we've seen about 3 or 4 different variations of the suplex in this match. Can this one be the one that puts him away? Joe Briggs thinks so. Referee in. And I don't think he even got a fully 2 count there. I believe his shoulder was up before the 2. Joe Briggs in shock, I believe. The former television champion, the protege of Scott Sterling and Frank Parker at one point. Joe Briggs right here, he's all business into an abdominal stretch. He's been working on the back of Nate Diamond, different suplexes, ran him into the ring post. Now he's going for a little extra leverage out there as Rebecca's helping him. I believe everybody in the building saw it except the one person that counts, that's the referee. See these people getting behind Nate Diamond, wanting him to come out of this hold, but I'm going to tell you, if you get hooked in this and deeply hooked in it the way he's got him, that is much easier said than done. Men have submitted to this hold over the years. This has been a winner for some people. Now the referee, after Rebecca Lynn, and she's not going to tell you she's doing it. You're just wasting your time over there asking her. There she is once again right in there. She goes by that old motto, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. And this time the referees caught him, made him break, and Nate Diamond with a big hip toss. That could have been the break that he needs to make his big comeback here if he's going to get one. Well, he's hurting and not able to capitalize on it as Joe Briggs right back in there with the big boot, stops him, shoots him in. Big elbow right to the face. Referee in there again. 2 count and Nate Diamond up. Joe Briggs has to be asking himself, what do I have to do to this kid to put him away? He suplexed him. He's ran him in the ring post. He's took shortcuts. Now he's just clamped down on him, trying to take every bit of the air out of him that he possibly can. Referee in there very fast to check. There was a 1-arm drop. He's coming right up. This Nate Diamond, boy, I got to tell you, I don't know a whole lot about him. I've seen him a few times in the last year, but he's got a lot of fight right here. He has got a lot of fight, and you cannot keep him down as he continuously fights back. Coming back, not a whole lot behind those elbows, but he's working to get out of there. And a smart move, just dropping the man right down on the top of his head, but that took a lot out of Nate Diamond, too. Both men down. Referee should have started the count already. Who's going to be the first one back to his feet here? Joe Briggs back to his feet, but he's feeling the pain, going for something there. Nate Diamond moves and he eats a turnbuckle. Not sure what they were trying for. Belly to back. Nate Diamond went for something. Joe Briggs went for something, and Nate Diamond was able to counter it and go with a belly to back suplex. And once again, both men down on the mat, feeling the pain, the blues, and the agony of this match. You know somebody's getting ready to move up the rankings and someone's getting ready to fall down with the win and the loss here in this match. Important match on television this week between 2 top young wrestlers. You can see them this Friday night in St. Paul, Virginia, part of Clinch River Days. Also Kingsport, Tennessee, Saturday night, June 27th. Nate Diamond does not have much left in the tank. Well, he surprised me. Big chops. These 2 are slugging it out now. Just beating a stew out of each other. Nate going for something here. Big running clothesline. And another one. Joe Briggs knocked to his back 2 straight times there. What's Nate going for? Backed up here in a big clothesline in the corner. And he pushes Briggs out. Bulldog out of the corner. This may do it. This may be an upset here. 1 count. Not even a 2. Joe Briggs. Sloppy cover on Briggs, and Briggs able to get up. I'm going to tell you, Nate Diamond has found that second wind. He's got some fire in the stove. He's coming out of there. What's he going for here? Well, went for a body slam, didn't work out. Briggs able to counter, come out of there. Gut wrench, big elbow to the side, both sides of his head. And another one. These two men are feeling the effect. Belly to back, and he held on. Is he going for another one here? What he's lacking in punches and strikes, he's able to get with these suplexes. And another vicious, nasty one, and he continuously held on again. Gut wrench, and he's trying to get Briggs up, and Briggs trying to find something to hold on to. And a third belly to back. If this don't put him away, I don't know what will. Not a great cover once again. Both of these young men got to learn you're going to have to hook that head, hook that leg. You're going to have to dig in there if you're going to hold down a man of a championship material like these two men. Nate Diamond wasting time, inexperience showing there. He should have been right back on Briggs, and he's kind of letting Briggs get a little breath. I think both men are trying to get a breath here. Briggs pushes him in, and then he eats a size 12 as he chases him into the corner. Nate Diamond going up the ropes here. What's he going for? We seen him beat Kyle Cool with this very move, I believe. No, crossbody. Crossbody, he may have him. 2 count. And oh my goodness. 2 3/4, and Joe Briggs is up. These two young men are giving it all they have right here on television this week. They know all the promoters, the matchmakers, and the championship committee are watching. They know the fans are watching. They know this is going to move them up a couple of positions in the rankings, and another big reverse knife edge, and another one. Joe Briggs may be out on his feet. Nate Diamond have to hold him up, just throw him in the corner. Big collision. Now here comes Briggs. He's got his second win. Big punch, and Nate Diamond back with a punch, and another punch. What's he going for here? Reversal by Briggs. Spine buster. And I believe he hit the back of his head also. He's got him hooked very good, but not enough across the chest there, because he's going to get a shoulder up. Both of these men are asking each other, what do we have to do to pin the other one? We've seen suplexes, we've seen dives, we've seen it all here. Another suplex from Joe Briggs maybe. Small package, nice reversal. He may got him. Oh, I thought he did have him there, but he's able to get out. Nate going back up to the top rope. Rebecca Lynn comes up, grabs his foot. The referee not paying attention, allowing him. He just kind of kicked her off right there. She slipped off, not sure what happened. Up he is. There's the move, the blockbuster. That's what we've seen him beat Kyle Cool with. He's got him 1, 2, and why is he getting off of him? Inexperience is showing through here. Rebecca Lynn jumps on the ring. The referee, inexperienced, young rookie referee, and a rookie wrestler, Nate Diamond. And they're both worried about the manager, and Joe Briggs is able to lay there and get a few extra seconds of deep breaths of rest, ready to do something. Now, is Nate Diamond going to punch her? She just sprayed him right in the eye. She sprayed him right in the eyes with something. He staggers out. Briggs catches him. DDT drops him right on the top of his head. And this is getting the 3 count. It got the job done. It took both of them. Joe Briggs and Rebecca Lynn. And Joe Briggs getting his hand raised as Nate Diamond is on the mat trying to figure out what he's got in his eyes. I don't know what she sprayed him with right there. But I'm going to tell you, Nate Diamond, you had the match won. You had your opponent beat. You got off of him to go worry about the person on the floor, trying to make the people happy, and you didn't get the job done here. Joe Briggs climbing back up that top 10 rankings here in Southern States Wrestling. A big win on the Power Half Hour as you see Rebecca raising her man's hand right here. The people are not happy here in Virginia, but Joe Briggs is happy, Rebecca Lynn's happy. Don't you go away. When we come back, Scott Sterling returns to the Power Half Hour.
biggest thing in the world? The biggest thing is life and death.
That's true.
Because you will die one day.
Yes.
There's only one guy that can take care of all this. And who
One
is that guy?
That's right, Lance Dykes.
That's exactly right. Lance, listen, I am Derek King from Wrestling with Death on WGN America every Tuesday night at 9 p.m., by the way. I will let you know that this is a guy to call because you want him to take care of all your insurance prices, right?
That's right.
So listen, Lance Dykes, you give him a call. Missy, we're getting him a call.
That's right.
And we'll make sure that everything is taken care of.
Remember, Lance Dykes, life insurance.
Calvary Baptist Church, 1238 Pine Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. Regular schedule of services: Sunday, 9:15 a.m. for Bible study fellowship class for all ages. 10:30 a.m. worship. 6 p.m. blast for children, wake for youth. Sunday night life for adults. Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. children and youth activities. 3D Bible study for adults.
Looking for a memorable and unique getaway? Visit Kingsport, Tennessee, where breathtaking views and affordable family fun are just a short drive away. Tee it up in Kingsport. Come play one of our scenic courses nestled within the rolling hills of Northeast Tennessee. Enjoy the natural beauty of the wooded terrain and mountain views. We have great courses for golfers of all skill levels. Call to book a stay and play golf package at an incredible value. Great memories are waiting to happen in Kingsport, Tennessee. We'd love to see you here.
Attention Mountain Empire. Do you have a business, website, products, or an event to promote? Let us help you reach the masses with TV and internet ads. For just a few dollars a week, we offer commercial spots on Southern States Wrestling, reaching over 150,000 homes in the Mountain Empire and the world with YouTube. Don't wait. Jump on this opportunity now to reach a large audience for an affordable price. Email sswking@aol.com for all the info. Advertising packages you cannot afford to pass up.
Frank Parker is trying to reason with Scott Sterling. He's trying to reason with him. Jake's been injured bad enough at this point in time. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, and Frank Parker! Frank Parker right there! Frank Parker just nailed Scott Sterling. Frank Atkins right there with a hard clothesline into the corner. And again, hard into the buckle. Atkins maybe taking too long here, though. And he did. Frank dropped out, rolls in, got him in, and got him right there. With a 1-2-3, your winner of the contest. Frank Parker defeating Rex Atkins. Hard-fought matchup here. And wait a doggone minute. Holy moly, are you kidding me? Joe Briggs. Joe Briggs has resurfaced, and he is going after Frank Parker like there's no tomorrow. We haven't seen Joe Briggs on Southern States Wrestling Television or in any of our house events for a good little while now. And Briggs now has got Parker's arm bent back over that top rope. As Atkins is out here. Where is this going? We need to get some help out here for Frank. We've got two men on one here. Oh, and they're going right after his arm. They're going right after the injured arm of Frank Parker. Joe Briggs and Rex Atkins, of all strange pairs, now attacking Frank Parker here. Briggs again wrapping that arm around the top rope. As we really need to get some help out here, if at all possible. Frank Parker in a lot of trouble. He's fighting for his life in there, and he knows it. And Briggs went to the eyes. Oh, wait a minute. Rex Atkins back out now. Rex Atkins here, back out. That's going to cause a disqualification here. This match is going to be officially over. But Frank finds himself in a fight once again. He's in a fight for his life. Two men on one. He needs some help out here if he can. Frank's controlled the action, at least for the moment. And wait a minute. Bo James has come to ringside. He's up on the... Oh, my. What in the world did he just hit him with? It looked like a steel rod. He just hit him with a steel rod. And now Bo James is going to get in on this action. Bo James has got a steel rod of some sort in his hand, and he just crushed Frank in the head with it. Unbelievable. I know the hatred, I know the bad blood that has run deep between Bo James and Frank Parker. But Bo James here, stooping to a new low. Frank Parker is busted open and bloodied. And again, hitting him in the head with a steel rod of some sort.
Frank Parker, this thing between me and you is heating up, brother. It's heating up. It's getting hot. Everybody was in shock. Everybody didn't know what to think when me and you parted ways. Everybody was shocked except for me. I seen it coming. I seen it coming 2 years ago. You tuck in those two snot-nosed punk kids. You said, Scott, I've got to change my life. I've got to start setting an example. And I told you then, Frank Parker, that it was a mistake. It was a mistake to get family involved. Let's flash forward back to last fall when you got your arm busted up. Who was the guy that took you to the hospital that night? It was Scott Sterling. Instead of partying that night when I was celebrating my title, I took you to the hospital because that's what people do. That's what people do when they care about somebody. Flash forward, I took you to Roanoke to get your arm fixed when they had to put you back together. All those months I tried to call you and communicate with you, you would never get back to me. Then finally the night that you made your return to Southern States Wrestling, another night I was out there taking care of my business, handling my thing, and you stuck your nose in it. You said, Scott, that's enough. The kids had enough. Then you turned your back on me for the last time. I turned you around, and what did you do? You tried to knock my head off of the cast. Frank Parker, this thing is heating up. It's starting to swelter. You know what? I've heard you time and time again come out on this program trying to tell the people that you've changed, trying to put over that Frank Parker is a new guy. You're telling all the hosts on this program, Frank Parker has changed. But you know what, Frank Parker? I don't care if you've changed because Scott Sterling hasn't changed. Scott Sterling knows that he stands on his own 2 feet. Scott Sterling knows how his bills get paid. Frank Parker, this verbal jousting between me and you has got to come to an end. We're going to see each other in the ring sooner, hopefully, than later. When you're standing across the ring at me, you're going to look in my eyes and you're finally going to think, Scott Sterling is the straw that stirs the drink. Scott Sterling is the shot caller in Southern States Wrestling. And when I've beaten you down, and I've beaten you, and you're looking down and you're thinking, I can't get up. I can't get up. You know why? Because you haven't got the guts. You've become a weak man. I've told you 2 years ago you were getting weak. Now you are weaker than ever. Scott Sterling will be standing over you and you're going to finally realize, I told you so. I told you so.